Hello and welcome back to episode 2. My name's Ace from Ace Gaming. Let's get straight into it. Now, off screen, I haven't really done too much. I sold the rest of the wheat just so we had a little bit of money stockpiled. So when we start back this episode, get straight into it. We might look at buying our first bit of machinery, I suppose. It's either going to be a spreader or a fertilizer. They both kind of do the same thing, but we'll see how it is, and yeah. So this episode we will hopefully be doing. Actually, before I say what we're going to do, we're going to cycle through our vehicles and see where they're up to. So this bloke's now done. We'll continue with that seeding. I'll go back here and you can drive back to the farm. Anyway, as I was saying, for this episode what we're going to be doing is continuing seeding. We're also going to buy a fertilizer or a spreader. We're not sure yet, so we're going to have a look at the different functions, the costs, the daily maintenance. I think the daily maintenance is a big thing because, like, when you're playing this game in real time, like I think the time starts at 7 in the morning or 6:30 or something like that, and I'm playing it real time. Just to start off with, just so we get a little bit of before time increases to, well, not time, but the days pass, and yeah. So let's get this guy set up on this field, and that looks pretty good. Alright, so you're still seeding, good. And you're about to start cultivating. I'm gonna make sure he... Okay, cool, he does. Alright, let's go to this vehicle. I think both of these are the same, and they're both the same. I don't want to say crappy, but crappy? Because when you look at it as tractors, they're the Hurlemans, and they cost $270 a day, and they got really, really low power. And I got 2 of them. I've also got 2 of the Agrostars, the Dootsvars. So, and they're much better. I mean, they're really expensive to run. For what they are, they're not that great, and they're really expensive. So, I mean, even that, the power's a little bit lower compared between those two there, but the maintenance is so much lower. And I think what I will save up for is either one of these Styres, although they do have low power. These are the front loaders. So maybe one of those, or we'll get the same Fortis 190. That's a little bit more expensive, but I mean, look how cheap the maintenance is and the power. So I'll probably save up and get one of those. And either for the Styres, the only reason that I really like those is because they're front loaders, but we can get a telehandler. I mean, it's $85,000. If we spend the same amount for the what's this, a New Holland LM 7.42, it's a telehandler, so it's a lot better to start with. In terms of what it's, if I was just buying for the front loader, then this would be, I'd rather buy this. I mean, even if you get the cheaper option, it's still got fairly good power, and for the telehandler, you don't really need power. Like, you're not going to make much of a difference, especially because the attachments that we're going to be using are, like, yeah, there's not much difference. And the capacity on that's 4,500, and I think by memory, I did have a little bit of a look around, wherever the bucket is. Yeah, see, it's only 18.6, so it's tiny compared to the 4,500. So we'll probably save up and buy a telehandler, and then buy the buckets or the pallet forks, or might even do a bit of logging, maybe in later episodes though. So that's a lot cheaper. Anyway, the main reason I came to the shop was looking for fertilizer spreader or sprayer. So if we go a fertilizer spreader, this one's 14,600, holds 3,000, and has a working width of 26 meters. This is pretty well the same, it just has higher maintenance, more capacity, but still 26 meters. If we go to sprayers, so that's the cheapest sprayer. It doesn't say it's... Actually, I don't know what that is, because it doesn't really spray, or it doesn't have like a working width. So the working width on this is 24 meters. So the other one's 2 meters. 2 meters? Yeah, 2 meters better. And I mean, this doesn't hold much. So I think we are going to go for the fertilizer spreader, and we'll just go for the cheap one to start with. So we got $40,000, so we can afford this. So we're going to go and buy that. Now let's double check that all our machines are working. And yes, you're still working. And you're still working. So let's go and use this one, and we'll go to the store. And the store, or the shop, is up here, down a little pathway, and then we're there. So after buying that fertilizer spreader, we're down to 24,000, but that's okay, because by the time all these fields are fertilized and we go to start harvesting them, it's gonna pay for itself pretty well. We're gonna have a good bit of money. And we've still got, if we were desperate on money, we've still got heaps and heaps in storage. So we could go and sell all of that, and we might even go and sell all that. We'll probably buy a bigger trailer just to make it a bit easier. Because the standard one that you start off with is only 8,500 litres, I assume. So it's pretty tiny. But if we save up, we can buy tipper, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that's 21,000. That jumps huge. And I'm pretty sure for that one, you can attach them together. So that's only $48,000. So, you know, I mean, we can afford that one right now, but we don't need to spell it. And we'll probably get half of that back. So it's just over, what's 3,600. So we'll get 3,600 back when we sell that. And we'll probably buy 2 of those. So we'll save up. Say our aim is $50,000 from just this one, and then we can go and sell the rest of our wares. But for the moment, we're going to go and pick up this fertilizer spreader. Beep beep. Coming through. Oh, wrong way. Not paying attention. Too busy having fun with the horn. Where is it? I think it's the other side of this building. So yeah, as we speak, guys, episode 1 is uploading. So shouldn't be too much longer, and it'll be up. I know I'm not playing live or anything, so it doesn't really mean much. But it'll be up, because today I'm going to treat you and give you 2 episodes. Just because, because the game came out on the 19th. I'll try. I think actually, I'm pretty certain I did explain it in episode 1. But what happened is I bought the game and pre-ordered it, and I was really hoping to get it on the 19th, which was yesterday, if you're in Australia. And I was just so happy and so excited, and they said, oh, sorry, we've had issues with our shipping. So, oh, that's alright, I'll come back whenever it's in. And so I've picked it up today, and here I am playing it. So I did promise on the release day that I'd bring out an episode, which was yesterday, which is a Minecraft day, but didn't bring out, well, I still bought out the Minecraft, but I couldn't bring out Farm Sim because I obviously didn't have it. And I know a lot of people have said to me, oh, you can just go and buy it on the PlayStation Store. And I said, yeah, but I prefer having a disc. There's just something about having a physical copy of the game. It just makes a huge difference. It makes you feel like you've got the game. Now, I don't know whether these are seeds or not. No. It's over here at this blue tank. Anyway, so today there's going to be 2 episodes out, and then there'll be another episode out Friday. Oops. There'll be another episode out on Friday. So once this is filled up, I don't know whether you can hire workers for fertilizers or not. But we'll find out. So once this is done, 3,000 capacity, 3,000 litres. I'm going to assume it's all litres, because litres is a form of capacity. I'm also going to assume that you can use, like, you can hire a worker, because it says press circle for hire a worker. But we'll see. Alright, now turn on spreader, square. Now I don't know whether that's going to reach. It did say 26 metres, and 26 metres is a good distance. So that means like 13 metres either side. So it's hire a worker. Alright, cool. So the worker does it. I wasn't certain, but that's alright. While that's going, we can leave the harvester, leave that one. Alright, so he's about halfway. No, probably a third of the way. He's probably a third of the way too. and we'll continue with the fertilising, but I think we'll just have a look around in the shops. Because I assume that the workers continue when you look in the shop. I'll double check that. I'll just play around here for a minute and then we'll go and double check it. So let's go back to, we might buy a chainsaw in the next couple of episodes and do some forestry of some sort. And I've seen lots and lots of videos on, like on PC, you can just mod, and because it is a sandbox game on PC, I'm not sure about PlayStation, but you can just, like, yeah, I don't know how people do it, I'm not much of a PC guy myself, but I've seen a lot of gameplay with both of these, and they work together, and they, whatever. So yeah, we'll have a go at that. We'll probably, I don't know, buy that, or because we're going to save up and buy the telehandler, it has a log fork, so we might just use the log fork. We'll see how we go, we'll see how much money we've got. Let's continue having a look. I do want to buy a mower. So I'll probably, yeah, see the required power is 66 kilowatts and 90 horsepower. So I'm pretty sure those little Dootsfars that we have, Dootsfars? Can't remember now. No, the Hurleymans. Yeah, that's 66 and 90, and this requires 66 and 90. So yeah, it'll be able to run one of those. But if we want to get that, I think that's 105 and 43. And so no, I mean, I don't know whether it works, whether you can still run it or not. But let's see how we go. We might, because I know, I mean, we've got a list of things that we want to buy, and I probably should write them down because I'll probably forget. But with that, we'll be able to run both the double mower and the single mower, so we'll be able to do a lot of mowing in one go. Alright. So no, unfortunately, sadly, horribly, the whole gameplay seems to stop when you're in the shop. Alright, I think once this field's been fertilised, we might pause the gameplay and then come back once everything's been fertilised and everything's been seeded, cultivated, everything's all good to go. So I'll see you guys in just 2 minutes. Actually probably less of that, probably like 2 seconds. See ya! Hi guys, welcome back. This is Ace. So in that little cut that I did just there, I went and sold 2 loads of canola. So I made a little bit of money, and I also finished all of the seeding, all of the spraying, all the cultivating, so it's all ready to go. Right now, all we're waiting on is for me to press this button, make it go up to 120, plant growth fast, and I'll leave the withering off. Can you only fast and faster? No, you can't. So now, any minute now, we should have a good bit of, well, bit of everything really. Well, actually, I say that, and really all I planted was wheat, just because I knew that that was what we should do. So we'll leave this here. We'll set up this little fella. We'll set him up here, and we'll set him up the trailer. Put you there. Now what I am going to do is go and buy 2 trailers and buy bigger ones than these. The 29,000 one, so leave that there. They are this one. I'm going to buy 2 of those. There you go. And the second one. So now I own 2. Now let's go and get into this one. Well, let's drive to the shop. Now if I remember, the shop is along here and to our left. Let me double check that. Yeah, it is. So yeah, while I was just off screen, I just thought might be a little bit easier if we did it, if I just went and got that little bit of money, so we don't need to really worry about it. So then while this big harvest is going on, because this is our first real harvest, so what we can do is work out, what, yeah, because we've got, sorry, my words are all muddled. So at the moment we've got 6,000 barley, 600 canola, because I went and sold it all. We've got 17,000 corn, close to 17,500 potatoes, 16,000 sugar beets. I don't know what a sugar beet is. I'm from Australia. Don't know what a sugar beet is. And we've got 16,000 wood chips. So we've got a little bit there. So we might go and sell a good lot of that. And with these two trailers combined, we can have 41,000 litres. So I can have, in each of the different trailers, I can have 2 different loads, take them to the same spot, dump them both in the same spot, and yeah, not have to worry about it. And I think it's just going to be easier in the long run, especially when we get into it, like really get into it, and then start having some huge harvests. Alright, so there they are. Now, I've been told that these vehicles are very tricky to attach together. So, like, from what I've heard, I haven't really seen too much about them. So what you should do, this is what I've been told, so I don't know, I haven't tested it, just bought these vehicles. Because these vehicles are, yeah, they are. So if I detach that there, they're impossible to reverse. Just because they're multi-axled, so you can turn all different ways all at once. Oops. I want to attach my weight. Where's my weight? There we go. And put as the back trailer. So what we can do is, I'm hoping this will work. I don't know whether it will. Hoping it will. Maybe if I line these up a little bit better. What I'll do is I'll drive beside them. So yeah, you've probably be for the next couple of minutes me mucking around. Oh, I don't want to run over it. Me mucking around trying to get these to attach. Nope. Alright. So there's that way, and there is another way that if you line it up perfectly, you can just... Oh, here we go. We might have something here. Nope. No, it was wrong. If you line them up when you reverse straight back, I'm probably too far now, so I'll have to go around and do a loop. But if you reverse straight back without turning at all, you should be able to reverse without it going back upon itself. Alright. So if we straighten this now... I don't think I'm straight enough. Nope. Try again. Nope. I will keep trying. Oh, here we go. I might have hit that. Stop turning. Nope. Oh man, this is harder than I thought it would be. Straight back. Oh, come on, that's close. That's so close. Ah. Come on, surely this... Oop. Surely it's easier to do than that. Ah, look how close they are. Too bad I can't just, like, bunce it or anything and try and push it into the right spot. Alright, let's try again. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit. Yes, I did work out how to zoom in and out. You use the buttons on the... Oh, geez, that's close. Oh, I'm actually running over it. If I line this one up on the road, and then... So all the wheels are straight, so then it should be... Let's see how this is going. Oh yeah, it's growing over that other field, so we might drive over there and start. Like, it's not going to be ready yet. So we've got the timescale at 120, just means it's going to go fast, and the plant growth is fast as well. So that's still growing, so we'll come back. Probably went the long way to go and do that. I think it's this one. Yeah, we probably went the long way to go and do that. But once those plants have grown, which will probably be at night time. We haven't played at night time yet. Oh, I did it again. I keep seeming to detach the front weight. And it's annoying. Alright. So, let's just drive. Oh, there's a tree in the way. Oh, it's going to be an issue. Let's try again. Let's go the whole way around. I really didn't think it'd be this hard or take this long. Oh well, knowing my luck. That's once that's straight. Come on, no, don't do it. What if I... Oops. What if I do that? And come up here and attach this one. I'm just hoping it'll work. Alright, let's see. Oh, this one. No, still not ready yet. So we're back. Oh, I keep dropping the front weight. Alright. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it here and continue trying to do it, and we'll join back once we've worked out how to do it. See you in a second. Hello and welcome back. Yes, we're finally back. It only took me forever to do. So, it's finally done though. Oh, it's such a pain. Anyway, while I was doing that, the crops started to grow and everything else started to all happen all at once, and I just thought, time to... Yeah, anyway. It's together now, it's done. The harvest has begun. So let's fill up this little trailer. And then once this is filled up, we can go and empty it at the silos, and then we can start doing the main reason we bought those trailers, which is to transport large loads all at one go. So, yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed at how long it took me to do the bloody trailers, but it's done now, so yeah. So let's go and empty this, and then we can go and start. Anyway guys, in the comments, make sure you let me know what you want me to do, and make sure that you let me know whether you want me to cut large sections of the harvest, like whether you want me to cut when I'm waiting for the plants to grow, and do you want me to cut when I'm driving, do you want me to, tell me what you want cut, what you want in, because most of you are going to stick around about half an hour, so let me know what you want to be in there and not to be in there, and yeah. So next episode I think we'll continue with this harvest. No, we'll finish this episode, we'll finish this harvest. Leave that vehicle there. With this vehicle, we are going to grab the cultivator, and then we'll put it on standby, and once that harvest is done with field 24, then we can start cultivating and getting it ready for the next harvest. Attach, there we go. So let's just drive this up here. Alright. Whoop. So leave that there. Now these are still joined together, I hope. Yes, they're still joined together, thank God. Whew, could have been painful. Yeah, probably if it had got to that stage, we'd be like, no, no, no. selling both of them. Start filling. So let's not worry about the canola. What else we got? Barley and corn. Alright, let's back and storage. Oh, that's cool. Storage prices. Alright. So we've got corn, and we've got barley. Corn and barley. Transport company's not looking too bad. Go back to the start. Freight yards, not very great. Grain elevators. Grain elevator is pretty good for barley, but not great for corn. Shipping office. Alright, so it's going to be the transport company. Yeah, transport company by the looks of it. Alright, so start filling corn. Yep. And then the next trailer, we'll fill it up with barley. And then we'll do the long journey to the transport. Actually, it's not that long. Start filling barley. And there is a way to close the covers. If I do that, then I should be able to close the second cover. Just a minute once it's full. Alright. So let's turn our lights on, and before we go, we'll double check on this. It's at 70%, so in a minute we'll drive out, run over here, and we'll empty it before we leave, and then we shouldn't need to empty it again until we come back. And the only reason I do it now is because, almost had a crash. So when the harvester's almost full, it puts the spout out, the pipe or whatever it's called. I feel like I'm not quite filling that up. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it puts a pipe out when it's, I think it's when it's 75% or something like that. So once this is done, which should be any second now. Yep, there we go. Now I'll get out of the way of him so he can continue. And yep, this one. Alright. So let's get driving. Now I haven't been to the transport company on screen. I have been off screen. That was when I went and sold the canola earlier this episode to go and buy these trailers so that we can do this. So I think it's going to be a very long, slow travel, and I have got the higher power tractor. But I think when we okay. Note to self: don't get too much speed. I don't know what's going on here. I think just because these trailers are, just because they got like, I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like the turntable axis thing. Whenever you seem to pick up speed, it just wants to, yep, it's my bad. It just wants to spin it like that. I don't think we'll have that much of an issue when we're on flat ground. I hope not anyway. So maybe when we're just going down these hills, we might go a little bit slower. Just because the steering is just like, and as I say, I go a little bit slower, I seem to just floor it. So hopefully when we're on flat ground like this here, it doesn't. I don't think it will. I think it's just because it's got the built-up momentum behind it that it wants to just continue going. And same as like in real life. Like it's, well, it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. Alright, so when we get to the end of field 9, we turn left, and then it should be right in front of us. Alright. Now, while I was also looking up how to attach these trailers easily, I found a very polite note. And what it is when you press, on the PS4 you've got the touchpad button, or whatever it's called, just the big rectangle touch button. If you press that, it changes the tool selection, which it says up in the controls bar, up in the top left. So, up in the top left it says change tool selection. If you look in the bottom right, see how it's changing those two little white square things? That shows the implement that I have attached. And so when it's when it's attached as this one, I can detach it and the trailers stay together, but the tractor just detaches. So the actual oh, I'm gonna keep doing that. I might have to change that button around. So as you do it, yeah, if you detach, then you have to reattach them again, and it is not fun to reattach them. Trust me. All right, so let's open the cover, unload, drag forward a little bit so it all goes in. Not that I think it makes a difference. And then we'll, once it loads, okay, cool. So we just got 17,000 from that. Drive to the next one. Unload. And then when it's done, so look how much money we've got. I think we started off with like 12,000 something, and now we've got 50. Alright, so that one, and I'll change back. Alright, so we will check out how this is going. 94%. Alright, so let's go and fill him, or empty him. Let's turn our lights on. Oop, right there. And then I think once we finish this, we'll end this episode here, and the next episode will start with the continuation of the harvest. Alright, once this is filled up, and getting there, almost full, almost empty I should say. And toggle light, and we can turn the backlight on, cool. I reckon that's pretty cool. Alright, let's move this fella out of the way, and he's at 95%. Alright, let's continue on our journey back to the farm. Alright guys, my name's Ace from Ace Gaming. This is Farming Simulator 2015 episode 2. Between the next two episodes, the next episode will come out on Friday if you're in Australia. If you're somewhere else, I don't know where or when it'll come out. But if you're in Australia, stay tuned on Friday, sometime around the middle of the day it'll be out. Between episodes, what I'm going to do is probably start cultivating that field, and I'll probably actually look at buying a new, actually no, scratch that, I won't cultivate. The harvester, sorry, the spreader, this one, with this sowing machine you can sow fields. Additionally, this machine offers the possibility to sow seed directly, no previous culting or ploughing necessary, which means that I'll be able to sell that, and I'll be able to sell that. So rather than having two tools and it costing me, that's $5 a day and that one's $50 a day, so rather than cost me $55 a day, it's going to cost me $120, yeah, but it's 6 meters working with rather than 3, so it's gonna half my time. So I'll buy that and start seeding the next field. Anyway, as I was doing my conclusion, my outro, did interrupt myself. I seem to do that. Anyway, my name's Ace. Please subscribe to stay in the loop and stay connected. And I think I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, my name's Ace. I did it again. My name's Ace from Ace Gaming. I'll catch you next episode. Bye.